JacksonvilleExaminer.com, and I am the Christian Living and the Events Examiner here. Today, I am so glad and happy to be with Mrs. Dianne Tribble, who is a certified life coach, motivational speaker, and the CEO of At the Table. Good afternoon, Dianne. Welcome
Good
to
afternoon,
Examiner.
Miss B.
Welcome, hon. How are you doing?
I'm actually doing great. What about yourself?
I'm doing much better, thank you. I know that our listeners are kind of curious of why we have you on the Bill Cosby article review. And we just want to welcome you and find out about how you and Larry had an opportunity to chat with Mr. Bill Cosby here in Jacksonville. How did that come about? And what was it like? Excuse me, what was it like to speak with a legend like this?
Well, Miss B, I'm so happy that you asked me that, and I'm just more than happy, and I'm simply honored to be able to share this with you. We have a younger daughter by the name of Tribble that is a commercial producer in New York City for Ogilvy and Mathers, and it is a commercial advertising agency, and she was selected to be the host at the annual Makers of the Dream Awards. Mr. Cosby was the keynote speaker for the awards, which took place approximately 2 weeks ago. And as the host for Mr. Cosby, our daughter was responsible for getting him to the hotel and just assisting him, being right with him through the whole process, from arriving in New York, getting him to the hotel, getting him to the event, right there to assist him through the full process. In the process of being introduced to him, when they entered the room together, she introduced herself as Dianne Tribble, and he introduced himself to her, and we know Bill Cosby. He's always going to make you laugh because of that wonderful comedian edge that he has, but he's a very serious, very wise man by the same token. And in the process of the introduction, he asked Erica where she was from. Well, being a military child and going from duty station to duty station, she kind of pondered it for a moment, but she shared with him that she's from Jacksonville, Florida. And he said, And so he asked, where are your parents? And she stated, Jacksonville, Florida. And without knowing why, he immediately said, get your parents on the phone. Okay, here on our end in Jacksonville, my husband and I and our son also had just gone out to dinner. And as we entered the restaurant, I went to the left, and my husband and son went to the right. And my husband was running behind me with his cell phone. And I turned around to see what was wrong. And he stated, Dianne, I have Bill Cosby on the phone. So, not responding as a groupie, because I knew our daughter was going to be interviewing him and hosting him for the evening, I took the phone and just walked around the corner, and we had a conversation. Apparently, she had made a lasting impact on him. And when he found out that she was from Jacksonville and that her parents were located here in Jacksonville as well, he wanted to speak to us. I spoke to him approximately 15 minutes on the phone, where he talked about family. Primarily, everything he talked about was based on family. And it was followed by a question. He asked me if my husband was the mayor of Jacksonville. He asked, was my husband the mayor? And I said, well, yes, he's the mayor of our home.
Okay.
And he said, well, is he the mayor of Jacksonville? And I stated no. Well, he told me that he was flying into Jacksonville on April the 29th, and the mayor of Jacksonville would be picking him up. He stated that he was having a show here in town that afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Very good.
So I immediately asked him if my husband and I could attend, and he extended an invitation to us to attend the show. Well,
now that is
opportunity.
That is favor, correct, Dianne?
I absolutely agree with you. It was nothing short of favor, unprecedented favor as far as I'm concerned. But he superseded the expectation because not only did he invite us to the show, but he invited us to a meet and greet before the show.
Excellent.
So the following day, he contacted our daughter once again to give us the instructions for how to go about doing things when we arrived down at the Times Union so that we could be there early enough to have that one-on-one time with him. And Miss B, I just want to share with you that it was absolutely life-changing to sit in his presence.
Well, you are a life coach, so I know that you do know about that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And just as I sat there with him, the best I could really describe it was like liquid wisdom. The man is just so full of wisdom. When we walked in the room, Mr. Cosby was sitting on the couch and the mayor was sitting across from him. We came in, we introduced ourselves, and his memory is so sharp. He recalled details of things that we had spoken about previously on the phone. And as I sat down beside him and my husband was there to my right, someone entered the room with one of his early albums, and they wanted a signature. Well, there was a little technical difficulty there with the pen, and it was my cue to immediately go into my purse and pull out an at-the-table pen. So I took the pen out quickly, and I offered it to him, and he read it, and his question immediately was, "What is this?" And it afforded me the opportunity to share at the table life coaching and motivational speaking services with him.
Now, tell our audience what At the Table exactly is.
Okay, thank you, Miss B. At the Table is the title of my motivational speaking and life coaching business ministry. I am a life coach, a certified life coach, making the difference in the lives of people that just need direction in living their dream, in making decisions, in goal setting and realizing those dreams and those goals. The motivational speaking piece consists of public speaking on different platforms, from churches to small groups to having forums and workshops in different areas.
Right. Now, with At the Table, when is it? When do you have these meetings?
Well, Ms. P, two key parts of At the Table with the motivational speaking piece that I do here in the neighborhood, in the community, is I host community forums. The community forums take place every 2 to 3 months. They're advertised well in advance, and you can always go out to my website to check the event page so that you will see when the next event is coming up. But to share with you, as far as the forums as well as panel discussions, they are held on the south side of Jacksonville, on Southside Boulevard in the Tinseltown area at Golden Corral Restaurant. These forums are held early in the morning at 9 o'clock on Saturday mornings. It affords those that attend the opportunity to come and participate in an open discussion where I have a topic and either I'm sharing or I invite other guests in to share, or I have a panel discussion, and the discussion is always surrounded by a present-day relevant topic. And I always have open forum because I want my people that are coming, the attendants, to have a buy-in, to be able to voice their opinions and to ask questions, because the question that you hold back on this feed may be the same thing that somebody else wanted to say, and by you asking whatever the question is or voicing whatever it is, it will help not only you, it will help the others that are there in attendance as well.
Now, I know for a fact that I enjoy going At the Table, to your discussion.
Thank you, Ms. B.
And can you tell our audience how they can get in touch with you.
Okay. You can always contact me by the web. My web address is www.atthetableinc.com. You can reach me also by email. That email address is coaching@atthetableinc.com. By phone, you can reach me on my business line at area code 904-613-8437.
Well, thank you so much, J. Dianne.
Thank you, Ms. D.
You are so welcome for taking the time, but I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate what you do for At the Table. Here we have Mrs. J. Dianne Tribble at the table.
Thank you. Everyone have a wonderful day. Keep moving forward and always be ready to invest in you.